Well, hello, everybody. How's it going tonight? We're having a bit of tech difficulty today, so I'll get you to let me know if you can hear me first, and we'll see what's going on. The initial feed was just a little bit laggy, so camera seems okay. Mr. Jetpack, Matt Quiggins, welcome. I'm gonna have a drink for you. You can hear me. Thanks, Stephen. Welcome to the stream tonight. It is just me. Brian is away camping with his daughter. So I've been left unsupervised again. And if you watched the stream a few weeks ago, you'll know that last time I was left unsupervised, I took out 3 boxes of Genesis that I might open. Tonight I'm on a foil hunt. As always, I'm trying to finish my foil sets for Genesis Battle of Champions, Galera 2nd Edition, and Origins Retail. So you'll see me open some of that. I can hear you. I can see you. Steven, I'm not in a hammock because I don't have a hammock. I could inflate a raft and put it out in the bay and float around there, but there's big fish. There's too much risk of maybe dropping the cards in the water, and the Wi-Fi in the middle of the bay probably sucks. Although it can't be any worse than the lag we're having tonight. With that said, I've got a guest in here tonight in the chat, Matt and Troy Quiggins. Matt is the one that's in the chat right now. Those of you who follow me on social media, at Flooded Studios or at Jerseys for Drummers, will know that I was actually interviewed in a podcast this week, and it went live yesterday morning, I believe. So Matt, thank you for that, and thanks for joining us tonight. I understand you are a Magic player a while back, so hopefully you kind of like what you see tonight with Genesis Battle of Champions. But first, as we do in every episode, we have to crack a beer. And Matt, you'll recognize this one. When I go beer shopping, I always buy 2 of everything so that Brian and I can each have one. But in Matt's stream this week, I drank one. So tonight, we're going to have, as some of you have seen before, Norse Brewing. We've got Norse. There we are. Is it going to focus? Let's focus. Red Ale. And this is an all-natural 4.6% red ale from Norse Brewing here in Ontario, Canada. I dig it. Brian, sorry buddy, you don't get this one. That's the price for going camping. So first up on the list, I think tonight we're going to open some Origins. Let me switch this over here. There we go. With some Origins Retail Edition. And this, for those of you who know, has a retail and a Kickstarter version. But tonight we're just going to open up the retail one. And while you know I do make fun of Brian all the time for having a knife, I do have the Imperial knife today. Actually, this is mine. Brian was kind enough to buy me my own. And I really actually do appreciate having the Open L knife. And one thing I didn't mention, which I will get in trouble for later, is with the beer, we are not endorsed. This is just because we are beer enthusiasts. So let's see what we can pull. We have our box topper. Are all scratched up from the factory, which was not uncommon back then. We have Minnow foil, Akasha, and Rock Crusher box topper number 2 of 5. You want some of their merch after that can art? Yeah, check it out. Let me see if they have a website on here. NorseBrewery.com, and I'm sure they'd ship out to you. You know, I feel like you guys want to see the beer more than you want to see the before you want to see the cards. All right, let's see what we can pull from a few of these packs. We want it all. Ain't that the truth, huh? I don't want much, I just want everything. And now I feel bad for making fun of Brian Butter's knife because I'm going to have to do it. How was everybody's weekend? What have you been up to? Alright, we have Backstep, Viduta, Knockback, See You in Age, Redirect Spell, Precise Thrust, Landmine, Geomantic Explosions, Malefic Impalement, Mutant Hizuranzu, Nihanzaru, Viduta Token, Warp, Drawbreak, Block, and Dedicated Studies. So those of you who have been watching the channel for a while, we've opened maybe dozens of boxes of Genesis. You cleaned your chicken coops. Well, that's good. I hear you had a productive weekend as well, speaking of chicken stuff, so that's awesome as well. For those who have seen our channel, we do open a lot of Genesis Battle of Champions. So I may go through these cards a little bit quickly because many of you have seen what's already in here. We're looking for foils, which are inserted in some of the packs. There's actually one in this pack, and we'll check it out. So we have Electric Strike, Hizagaruma, Maricha, Pain Imp, Pestilent Mycophore, Darting Lamasa, Vampiric Kiss, Electric Pillar, Psychic Blast, Inferno Crawler, Kato, Foil Flying Kick, we have a Hearty Soup, Roundhouse Kick, Dancing Stream. So, Kim, now that the coop is clean, does that mean you get to play Genesis for the rest of the week? Tower Sphinx, Launch, Diving Juke, Rhino Peony, Aura Purge, Vacuumed Vortex, Snare, Warping Sweep, Electropheromones. We have a borderless epic rare Zenith Pulse, a Chasm Token, a Taser, Smoke Rejeka, Quake Hoof, and Fire Strike. So Matt, when you and I were chatting off air last week, you mentioned you're an old Magic player. What era did you play, or what sets did you play? Full disclosure, I know very little about the mechanics of Magic. I'm getting to know it a little bit more as time goes on, but Magic is a fairly foreign game for me. Viduta Swarm. So Viduta Swarm brings in a whole whackload of Vidutas, and you can see in the awareness where they're landing. So it can be a great card if you're playing with a cost of 18 aura. Cleansing Waters, Burn of Verde, Chittering Ramasi, Cold Shot, Warp Strike, Divine Blessing, Ahayam, Nullify, Kareen, Northern Arcel, Burn Break, Illusion Moth, and Jump. Yeah, that'd do it. Late 90s, early 2000s. So a few weeks back, and then a number of weeks before that, we were going through my old Magic collection of mid-90s. I never learned how to play it. I never took the time to kind of try it, but I loved the art and the design of the cards at the time. So you're going to get me playing Lord of the Rings Magic by Christmas. Is that the goal? Does that mean I need to go buy some Lord of the Rings Magic, or are you going to just let me have yours? Well, I guess we have some, don't we? Knockback, See an Age, Electric Strike, Hizagaruma, Turn Away, Away, I See Another Borderless Coming, Protected by Faith, Malefic Impalement, Earth Fisher, Caustic Millipede, Epic Rare Borderless, Viduta Token, Block, Dedicated Studies, Hearty Soup. How's it going for lag over there? Is everything seeming to be all right in the stream? And for those of you who haven't played Genesis before, these are actually some of the older sets of Genesis. released 2022 and 2021. The new sets, well, the one new set of Invasion is available already, and the set after that, Metamorphosis, is coming soon enough. Brief moment of lag, but no real issues. Well, that's good. Thanks, Matt. Oh, Zach's after the ones we pulled. We can talk. We'll work something out. Bernaviridae, Chitting Ramasi, Backstab, Blood Rakshasa, Slippery, Called Shot, Clone, Illusory Misplacement, Ahayam, Volley of Arrows. The awareness on this one will get you every damn time. Shun, Jump, Dancing Stream, Drawbreak, and Shield Major. Like I said, we're going through these pretty quickly tonight, mostly because we're on the hunt for specific things. But if anything cool comes up, I'll stop and kind of go through it a little bit. Right Hook, Sculpophobia, Tar Pit, Move Together, Flying Kick, Headlock, Violent Bimant, Rope Tornado, again an awareness all around, Lunging Assault, Caustic Millipede, Alta, Earthmane Cub, Forward Stab, Spore Cloud, and Buffeting Winds. I want to show the difference between the epic rares and the rares in this set specifically. So that's a regular Caustic Millipede, and there's the Caustic Millipede epic rare. So you just, in this card, I mean, there's not a whole lot of art going on, but you can see it's a whole different approach to laying out the card itself. Bite, Electric Strike, Prowling Yavala, Earth Strike, Pelarafa, High Jump, Darting Lawasa, Hellchasm, Lava Rider, Sudden Vengeance, Occupancy Token, Block, Blow Away, Fire Strike, Mind Reading. For those of you who are Genesis fans, many of you probably know there is currently a Kickstarter going on to boost some funds to put out some really cool collectible items for existing players, and also to boost the production time for the next set to come out so that we can all start playing it a little bit sooner. So check that out. If you just go to Kickstarter.com and search for Genesis Battle of Champions, you'll see the current one that's up there. And give it a go. We're excited for the new set to come out so that we can open up some of that as well. A Mythic Burst, Pain Imp, Swarmed Leo, Air Shield, Snare, Territorial Bala, great artwork. Wave of Death, Landmine, Traumatophobia, Rock Crusher, Bazin, Water Strike, Beck and Break, Quake Hoof, and Firehound. The last time that I was left alone unsupervised to do a stream, I actually pulled 2 God Packs, which, for those of you not kind of more familiar with the TCG, CCG thing, it was a pack of all foils. So I'm hoping we can maybe get one here, but the fact that I got 2 last time is pretty rare. Backstab, Blood Rakshasa, Tower Sphinx, Spinning Back Fist, Chaotic Manipulation. 2 targets and Chaotic Manipulation's awareness switch places. So if you've got a couple of cards in there, whether one is yours, one is your opponent's, you can just swap them at a fairly reasonable cost of 12 aura. Force Blast, Pestilent Mycophore, Protective Barrier, Zenith Pulse, Cackling Scavenger, Viduta Token, Dancing Stream, Drawbreak, Shield Major, and Foreboding Tombstone. A Spinning Backfist. I had to read that twice because I saw a Spiraling Breakfast, and maybe that's just because I could eat breakfast any time of day, and I'd be up for that. So Matt, this is your first kind of peek at Genesis, and while these are some of the older cards, I'm curious to think what your opinion is or what your thoughts are on your kind of very first sight of these. I remember playing all those cards when Origins came out. Haven't played a game with my Invasion cards yet. Steven, we have to get a game in that way, whether we do TTS or we figure out a way to make it happen. Diving Juke, Rhinopini, Viduta, Cleansing Waters, Low Blow. I love this card when I'm playing it, but I hate it when it's played against me. Basic attack does 7 damage but it makes you mill 8 cards. But you get a couple of those in a row, and your opponent has nothing to do to get out of it. It really, boosts you in the lead in the game. Electric Pillar, Protective Barrier, Earthmane Lion, Cackling Scavenger, Terrible Memories, Bacteriophage, Fire Strike, Northern Ocell, Burn Break, and Illusion Moth. Oh, that's awesome, Matt. Let me know if you're interested in playing too, and we can chat. I might be able to get you a little bit of some of the older product just to at least get your hands on. Maricha, Pain Imp, Tower Sphinx, Launch, High Jump, Clone, Violent Bimant, another one I really like, Deceit, Calculated Assault, Psychic Blast, Iblis, Dancing Stream, Taser, Smoke Rajaka, and Quake Hoof. One thing I will say too, Matt, is the artwork in these sets is pretty good, but it just gets better, in my opinion. Every set that comes out, or as they work on the new sets that Edge of Exile is doing, the artwork just keeps getting better. The artists are amazing, and it's awesome to see what's coming. Aquatic Lutra, Mythic Burst, Short Signal, Hallowed Grounds, Repurpose, Low Blow again, High Jump, Flying Kick, Picornavirus, Firing Krog, Occupancy Token, Dedicated Studies, Korat Frog, Firehound, and Innovative Cover. Alright, I think Brian's onto something with this knife thing. Don't tell him. Short Signal, Hallowed Grounds, Chittering Ramasi, Maricha, Deceit, Pelarafa, Darting Lamasa, Gargantuan Rabbit. There's a fun one. I always used to think that was his hands that were in front of him until I really looked closely at the cards. And that's a person. So that gives you an idea of the scale of that rabbit. Tsunami, Electrical Storm, Minnow, Korat Frog, Firehound, Innovative Cover, and Bombardier Beetle. We're already about halfway through this box. We're just kind of flying through it. And I think I will open a box of Jalera as well. Just because, why not? Nobody's here to tell me I can't. Knockback, Blood Rakshasa, Aquatic Lutra, Mythic Burst, Illusory Misplacement, Flying Kick, Landmine, Headlock. Headlock's another one because you have to fatigue 8. So that can really beat down your opponent's deck. Emergent Worm, Earthfisher, Rhinovirus, Northern Ocell, Airstrike, Rhinovirus, and Dedicated Studies. Prowling Uvala, Right Hook, Knockback, Blood Rakshasa, Territorial Bala, Protective Barrier, Illusory Misplacement, Snare, Longma, great artwork on that, Water Warp, Tashir, Agility Break, Northern Ocell, Airstrike, and Rhinovirus. I tried to build a deck with the Odara and Gargantuan Rabbit. Maybe I need to do it again with the new Odara. Absolutely. Damien, how are you doing tonight? Earthstrike, Paneradon, Prowling Uvala, Right Hook, Electric Pillar, Slippery, Wave of Death, Picornavirus, Phalingua, Electrical Storm, Epic Rare number 21. We'll put that one aside. Satyr, Aura Break, Right Uppercut, Recomposition, and Agility Break. Damien, tonight we're just going to open a couple of boxes of cards. We're just about finished our first, which is Origins Retail. And then I'm going to open up a box of Jalera 2nd Edition as I continue to hunt for some foils so I can finish up my foil sets. That said, if any of you need certain foils, if you're trying to build sets or you just want some foil version of the cards that are in your deck, let me know. Maybe we can trade some cards. We can make it happen. Chittering Ramasi, Maricha, Foot Stomp, Direct Punch, Called Shot, Parry, Deceit, Earthmane Lion, Rock Crusher, Bacteriophage, Essa, Bombardier Beetle, Forward Stab, Slum Rat, and Airstrike. Box says, yeah. That's the thing. When I'm left unsupervised, I get to do what I want, Damien. So I'm having beer without Brian. I mean, he's camping without me, let's be honest. The weather is pretty good for camping. Move together. Chasm, Direct Punch, Called Shot, Redirect Spell, Turn Away, Lava Rider, Lunging Assault, another epic rare. This time it is Nullify. There's your borderless epic rare Nullify. Kasha, Buffeting Winds, Water Strike, Death Eater, and Rhinovirus. We have a Chasm, Direct Punch, Pummel, Disabling Shot, Precise Thrust, Warp Strike, Mystic Protections, Turn Away, Water Warp, Calculated Assault, Vidita Token, Water Strike, Death Eater. Those are always fun. There's a whole set of Death Eater promos that are quite interesting in their artwork. Rhinovirus and Hearty Soup. Prowling Yuvala, Earth Strike, Right Hook, Scopophobia, Force Blast, Chaotic Manipulation, Vacuumed Vortex, Pestilent Mycophore, Air Soldier, Caustic Millipede, Bernaverde Token, Mind Reading, Earthmane Cub, Forward Stab, and Spore Cloud. Now we're down to our last 3 packs here. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Joining us, Imperial Pulls. This is episode number 49. So next week when Brian returns, as long as there are no technical difficulties, we will be doing episode number 50. And I'm not quite sure what we're going to do for it yet. I don't know. You'll have to stay tuned. With the Imperial Pulls channel, Brian and I do this for fun. We love that each of you join us and you enjoy what we're doing as well. We're here to goof around, have a little bit of fun, and just spend a Sunday night together. Brian and I have been friends for a number of years, since we were kids, so it gives us an excuse to get together, have a beer, check out some cards, and get a few laughs. So thank you for joining us. It does mean a lot. We've got a Swarmed Leo, Air Shield, Bite, Electric Strike, Territorial Bala, Repurpose, Protective Barrier, Gargantuan Rabbit, Zenith Pulse, Naja Cobra, Sarah, Firehound, Block, Blow Away, and Fire Strike. Sorry, Steven, try to build a deck with Odara and Gargantuan Rabbit. Maybe I need to do it again with the new Odara. I think that's probably a great plan. I'm going to probably tear apart the few decks that I do have left and build again once we have some new champs. Pummel, Disabling Shot, Earth Strike, Panerodon, Earthmane Lion, High Jump, Pelarafa, Vampiric Kiss, Phalingua, a Winged Elite, Vidita Token, Hearty Soup, Aura Break, Right Uppercut, and Recomposition. The last pack of this box of Origins Retail. We have Tower Sphinx, Spinning Back Fist, Mythic Burst, Pain Imp, Away, Hellchasm, Divine Blessing, High Jump, Inferno Crawler, Electropheromones, Vidita Token, Foreboding Tombstone, Water Strike, and Beck and Break, Quake Hoof. The Inferno Crawler is a great example of, with the new set in the starter decks, how they've changed the framing and changed the layout a little bit, so you get to see and appreciate more of the artwork. So this is the old set of Genesis, but if you check out the new ones and the starter decks, you'll see how they've reframed and rebuilt the whole layout for the cards. I think that they've done a great job, so I'm excited for the new set to come out. All right, let's switch gears, and we're going to go over to some Jilara 2nd Edition. So with Jilara, there was no box topper. Hellgasm, hate that card. Infernal Lashback, Skeleton Warrior, Gust, Rompo, Battlecry, River Nye. I love to play this card when I can remember to actually do it. When you bring it in, the champion or summon, when it moves onto the, or is placed onto this card, gains a health. So if you've got something that's got 4 or 5 health already, and you summon it onto this River Nye, it goes up a health. It really kind of beefs up your summons. Shutdown, Firehill, Formosan Gorilla, Mangul, Idris, Inferno Pits, as we call Brian around here, Brian Pitts, we call him Inferno Pits with 2 eyes, P-I-I-T-Z, Walls of Vadis, Cattail Tiger, and Hawa Jin. Steven, I don't know if that was on purpose, that you've got Hellchasm. Hate that card. You wrote it twice, so I'm either thinking there was a little hiccup or you really hate that card. Selective Amnesia, Tornado Winds, Dawa Jin, Payanwad, Yamaduda, Temporal Relocation, Urticating Tarantula, Foresight of the Ancients, Puppet Control, Guardian of Balance, another really epic looking card. That's 20 Aura, Draconis Vixen, Infernal Ghoul, Dark Brand, and Sidestep. Teleportation is a card that I built a glass cannon deck, and some of you have heard of this already, that I played against Brian one night. And he went first. He moved 1 square forward. I teleported behind him and rotated, and then I hit him with a bunch of low blows and something else. But I got him down to, I think, 1 health by the end of the first round, and teleportation was the only reason I could do that. Rampage Toss, Naira Tight, Baihu, Angel's Embrace, Dense Fog, Earth Pillar, Sandstorm. I wish Brian were here. He'd sing the Sandstorm theme for us. Vorpal Blade, Archon of Vigor, 1 Aura, Searing Light, Underworld Knowledge, Inferno Pits, and Sea Crate. It was an accident, but it still holds true. Yeah, for sure. There aren't a lot of cards I hate, but Parry is great to play with. But thanks, Kim. We'll let Brian know that you pulled that together in his absence. Playing Parry is great. Playing against Parry is the worst. Martial Sentry, Skeleton Warrior, Selective Amnesia, Quick Shot, Backflip, Psychic Assault, Wind Slash, Shutdown, Hide Wallace, Yamaraja, Tenora, Fire Cub, Mythical Protection, Walls of Vadis, and Manther. The knife goes against all I believe in. Flame Jet, Stampeding Force, Galata Baboon, Dawa Jin, Oten, Yamaduda, Air Pillar, Upheaval, Revenge of the Phoenix, Chasmodon, Odara, Displace, Cattail Tiger, Haunted Catacombs, and Flight. Martial Sentry is one of your favorites. Let's see, let me grab that one. So we got Awareness 2 in front, 2 health, 4 aura. Place Martial Sentry on a spot adjacent to you facing the same direction. Exert it for 10 aura. Range electric attack of 2. Dark resistance. All dark damage dealt to Martial Sentry is reduced by 1. That's helpful. I don't think I've ever looked at the art of that card. That's actually really cool. Yeah, I definitely haven't played this in a deck. But that's the first time I've realized he's just made of rocks. Smoke Bomb, Silver-Legged Recluse, Left Hook, Arcane Shield, Fire Pillar, River Nye, Caboose, Zanber Dragon, Hydwalis, Anguish Flame, Borderless Epic Rare. You can tell what set these are from. So let me pull this back in frame. Jalaris 2nd edition had 2 print runs. There was a first print and second print, obviously. And the first print had a border around it, but was still an epic rare. And the second print is borderless. So this is number 9. Fang, Searing Light, Chain Lightning, Underworld Knowledge, and Mythical Protection. Got a Pyanwad, Lion Mane Rabbit, Kodama, Diabolical Roar, Wind Slash, Psychic Assault, Hurricane Sweep, Sunrise Fox, Meteorite, another gorgeous card. That's Damian who's doing the artwork for that one. A Gilded Stag, again. There we go. The design of that is beautiful. Rumiana is the artist on that card. Sidestep, Jalarian Hound, Manther, and Draconis Vixen. Quick Shot, Unhinge, Tornado Winds, Galata Baboon, Adrenaline, Yamaduda, Fire Pillar, Zifang, Revenge of the Phoenix, Olgor Korkoi, Raha, Gut Punch, Leap, Shoulder Hop, and Shadow Claw. Yeah, they're beautiful cards, Kim. Basically anything that Rumiana as well, but anything that Damian does is just amazing. Cleave, Baihu, Goliath, Sphinx Eater, Kodama, Vada Sphinx, Mystical Spear, Makara, Decoy Rabbit, Demon's Rage, Area Range Dark Attack, and look at that awareness. Oh, let's look at that awareness. There we go. Call to the Bones, Arcane Blast, Chain Lightning, Displace, and Androthera. Left Hook, Arcane Shield, Landslide, if anybody wants to do that one. Holy Imbue, Sunrise Fox, Malicious Persuasion, Adrenaline, Whip Smash, Allium, Bolt Shot, a legendary card in the world of Genesis. That's Leslie and Kim is the artist for that card. Long, and I see something shiny. We have a foil Displace. Back of that one, we've got Ryuku Rabbit, Power Punch, and Jalarian Hound. So one epic, one foil so far in this box. That's not terrible. Cleave, Martial Sentry, Gust, Goliath Sphinx Eater, Underworld Dealings, Makara, Breath of Jalara, Oten, Angel of Retribution, another legendary card in Genesis. Matt and I were talking about this on the day we recorded the podcast about the design I did for the back of the Genesis cards for the new set, for the new company. And on the back there's a circle, and it actually is the ring that the Angel of Retribution carries from the previous set. So it was a way to carry some tribute to one of the main cards in Genesis Battle of Champions. Malfeasance, Kun, Jalarian Mist, Thunderstruck, Inferno Ghoul, and Hawa Jin. Stable Footing, Infernal Lashback, Rampage Toss, Stampeding Force, Battle Cry, Forked Lightning, Mystical Spear, Decoy Rabbit, Puppet Control, Giant Scorpion, Philip Radishevsky did the art for that card. And then again, look at that awareness. Kendra, Secrate, Flight, Androthera, and Shoulder Hop. We're about halfway down that box, I guess. In the J2, as we call this, or Jalar 2nd Edition, of the 24 booster packs per box, you're looking at one epic rare per 7 packs, and one foil in 17 packs. So you may sometimes get 2 in a box, sometimes you'll only get 1 foil, and then the rare is 1 in 7. So we should see a few more in this box. Diabolical Roar, Silverlight Recluse, Teleportation, Lineman Rabbit, Whip Smash, Angel's Embrace, Backflip, Archon of Vigor, Lightless Tibicina, and behind we've got a Nushu. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly, but there's your epic Borderless in this pack. Mario Stachevsky is the artist on that card. Rain, Aura Transmutation, Shadow Claw, Dark Brand, and Power Punch. Landslide, Flame Jet, Unhinge, Infernal Lashback, Sadistic Illusion, Air Pillar, Oten, Breath of Jalara, Chasmodon, Vorpal Blade, Core, Fire Cub, Thunderstruck, Leap, and Gut Punch. So while our channel is mostly Genesis based, we do love to open other things, learn some new games, see some new games that are coming out, and try some games maybe we've never played before. Are there any games out there that you've played that you recommend? You can either comment here live or later on in the comments. Specifically what we're trying to find right now too is some games that have 2-player starter sets so that we can open up the rules, learn how to play. We might even do some learn how to play lives. So we're going to learn to play as you kind of learn as well if it's a game you haven't played. And if it's a game you have played, you can be there to point it out and let us know where we screw up, because we will. Skeleton Warrior, Gust, Rompo, Selective Amnesia, Articulating Tarantula, Forked Lightning, Sandstorm, Baruch Naga, Epiphany, Formosan Gorilla, Erica, Inferno Pits, Walls of Vadis, Cattail Tiger, and Hawa Jin. Tornado Winds, Dawa Jin, Pyanwad, Teleportation, Instill Vigor, Underworld Dealings, Vadis Sphinx, Shadow's Grasp, Chrono Walker, Guardian of Balance. I'm going to take a second here. If you are a fan of Genesis Battle of Champions and you don't know yet, no, you know you're a fan, but you don't know yet about these channels, go check out the Chrono Walkers on YouTube. They do some of the most in-depth, detailed reviews of cards. I'm blowing through 2 boxes in about 45 minutes, and they'll go through maybe 2 packs in about 2 hours, especially when a new set comes out. They'll go through all the details, all the information, and they will get to the minutiae of what every card can do, talk about combos, and just the way that cards can work together. So check them out, and of course check us out every Sunday at 8 p.m. Give or take a few minutes. And then Monday nights is the official Genesis Battle of Champion live stream on YouTube, and you can just find them by doing Google as well. Chrono Walker, Guardian of Balance, Malik, Draconis Vixen, Inferno Ghoul, Dark Brand, Sidestep. We have 8 packs left of this box, and then I think we'll call it a night, but first, a drink. Rampage Toss, Near Tight, Baihu, Martial Sentry, Fire Hill, Colossal Ant, Temporal Relocation, Lulu Korkor, Mangul, Subjugation Strike, 5 Aura, Searing Light, Underworld Knowledge, Inferno Pits, and Secret. Skeleton Warrior, Selective Amnesia, Quick Shot, Flame Jet, Apocatastasis, Decoy Rabbit, Caboose, Upheaval, Necrolich, Celestial Hegemon, Nubia, Fire Cub, Mythical Protection, Walls of Vadis, and Manthur. You can see some of these cards, the centering is quite off. We got huge borders there and very little there. There were some production problems in the past with just the way that things were taken care of from the manufacturing side of things, and a lot of their foils curled. You knew you would get a God pack because the pack would actually be completely curled as you pulled it out of the box. But I think that the new company and the new printer really have done a great job at avoiding kind of those issues. Stampeding Force, Galata Baboon, Dawa Jin, Smoke Bomb, Water Pillar, Makara, Shadow's Grasp, Hurricane Sweep, Anguish Flame, Purifying Wave, Idris, Displace, Cattail Tiger, Haunted Catacombs, and Flight. Yeah. It's true, Kim. We joke about this every once in a while that when we do Genesis, I'll often read the cards, but when we do Pokemon, we make Brian read the cards because some of those names are absolutely out of this world, bananas, bonkers, whatever. So I'd rather him read them. But there are some in here. If you watched an episode that we did for New Year's Eve, we made a drink called the Bolt Shot. And later on, Brian and I sat around looking at cards and thinking, what would be a good name for another shot? And we had things like a Dawa Jin, a Purifying Wave would also be a great drink name, Selective Amnesia, But you get things like apocatastasis. You're not saying that when you're drinking, but they'd be quite fun to make some drinks. Upheaval, Necrolich. There's some cards that sound like the sound you make after you've had too many drinks. Pyewad. You know, we had some fun with it, so we're going to probably do some more drinks. And if we have time to come up with one for next week for our 50th episode, we will. That's the one, yeah. We will hopefully be able to do a drink next week to celebrate 50 episodes of Imperial Pulls. Oh, we got a new subscriber too. 93 subscribers. Amazing. We're almost at 100. And who knows? If you tell everybody about this, maybe we can have 100 subscribers on the same week we have our 50th episode. Go out and share. Silver-Legged Recluse, Left Hook, Arcane Shield, Pyewad, Peripheral Vision, Sandstorm, Foresight of the Ancients, I See Something Borderless coming up, Enraged Gorilla, New Shoe, Lightless Tibicina, Epic Borderless, 5 Aura, Searing Light, Chain Lightning, Underworld Knowledge, Mythical Protection. 3 more packs after this one. Lion Mane Rabbit, Kodama, Diabolical Roar, Quick Shot, maybe that another drink, Shutdown, Malicious Persuasion, Angel's Embrace, Baruch Naga, Baruch, epic card in the game, Stone Protector of Nigh, Sidestep, Jalarian Hound, Manther, and Draconis Vixen. I left that little line for Joe thinking he was unsupervised, but he didn't take the bait. Which line? What line did I miss? Oh. Nope. I'm an adult. Not really. Unhinge, Tornado Winds, Galata Baboon, Cleave, Tadiajian, Water Pillar, Fire Pillar, Sadistic Illusion, Yamaraja, Zanbur Dragon, Gut Punch, Leap, Shoulder Hop, and Shadow Claw. 2 packs left. Thank you for joining us tonight, joining me tonight, joining Imperial Pulls tonight. Yeah, you get mistaken for an adult all the time. It's probably your age. That might do it. Thank you for joining. Don't hate me. I love you. You know it. Make sure you come back next Sunday for episode 50, and every Sunday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We try to do this every week. We change it up. Sometimes it's Magic, sometimes Genesis, Vanguard, Pokemon, you name it. We're going to try to open up a whole bunch of different stuff. And every week we don't know what we're going to do. Also, check out our shorts on YouTube. Mondays and Fridays. Where's Brian when I need him? Mondays and Fridays. Mondays we do a random thing, and then Fridays we do Genesis. Just single packs, just 60-second shorts. So you can check those out. Find us on Discord. Our username is @ImperialPulls. We're also going to start streaming on Twitch soon, we hope, @Imperial Pulls. Find us on Facebook, @Imperial Pulls. And, of course, YouTube, which is where you are right now. Click the dinger, subscribe, follow, like, share, all that stuff that is way too cliche to really beg for, but we're begging. Do all that stuff. Stay tuned, share with your friends, and let us know, again, if there are games that you want to see some box openings, or that you'd like to learn how to play, like us to learn how to play. We'd love to learn kind of with you, and we'll do that. So let's check out these last 2 packs. Baihu, Goliath Sphinx Eater, Kodama, Left Hook, Lambs for the Slaughter, Apocatastasis, Lulu Horhor, Shadow Grasp, Gilded Stag. Let's do another close-up of that one. We're going to do another of the Al Ilm as well, which I think is underrated art. Odara, Arcane Blast, Chain Lightning, Displace, and Androthera. Last pack. Thank you so much. Arcane Shield, Landslide, Holy Imbue, Cleave, Dense Fog, Baruch Naga, Windslash, Earth Pillar, another Angel of Retribution, Revenge of the Phoenix, Fang, Ryuku Rabbit, Power Punch, Galarian Hound, and Galarian Mist. Let's take a look and see what we pulled tonight. So from Origins Retail, Nullify, Electrical Storm, Caustic Millipede, and Zenith Pulse in the Epic Rare, and then we got a Flying Kick foil. And from the Gelaris 2nd Edition, we have a Lightless Tibacina, Nushu in the Borderless Epics, and an Anguished Flame, and Displace for the foil. And that is sitting just in the light where you can't quite tell what it is. There we go. Thanks, Kim, and everybody else, thanks for coming by. Always appreciate having some company to do these. As I said, I'm doing this because I'm on the hunt for some foils for these sets, but it's always fun to do this with you. I could sit at home and just crack packs, but having some interaction and people to chat with, some laughs on a Sunday night is always good. So with that, I'll leave you all. Thank you so much. We'll hopefully see you next week for episode 50, and go check out our socials, and we'll see you soon. Bye.